mentioned engine brakes, so there's exhaust brakes and there's engine brakes or compression braking.
Yeah, so, I should have, I'll elaborate on that. So you've got engine braking, so these Cummins, they actually have an engine brake, a compression brake. Some trucks only have an exhaust brake. They don't have an engine brake, they only have exhaust brake, so it's a little bit less powerful. And then you've got other manufacturers have a retarder, so they have a transmission retarder, so which is hydraulically driven. So it's a very, very efficient retarder, so it works really well. So I can't tell you what gear to go down in because every manufacturer will be different. So, but the key part is you pick a gear that you go down safely in. So A, you're not using your foot brake, and B, if you do have to stop halfway down the range, you can do so safely. The brakes won't be hot, so you pull her up.
You haven't actually put your foot on the brake at all coming down here, so the engine's doing all the work?
Engine's doing all the work, so high RPM, so engine brakes on stage 2. We're sitting on that sort of 18, 19, 20, 2100 RPM, so for this type of motor. So we've got high engine RPM, high compression, good engine braking power, and it's just coasting down.
Very good, and so that means as well that if you're not on the brakes, those brakes should be cool and available if you need them.
Exactly.
And so Bill, can you tell me in the event that maybe there's an airline leak or something's going wrong with the brakes and the brakes are getting hot and you're starting to lose your brakes, can you tell me about what drivers and heavy vehicles can do should they find themselves in that unfortunate predicament?
Yeah, so if you've got a diaphragm, say you've got a diaphragm failing to one of your brake chambers or you've got an air hose that might have come off between the two trailers, you should see that with your air pressures being erratical. So on your air pressure gauge here, you'll see your gauge floating up and down, so your needles will be going up and down on your gauge. It means you've got a problem. So as soon as you find a safe place to pull over, go and investigate. Don't assume that you'll get down the range. So pull over straight away. Don't let the problem evolve and get into a dangerous situation. So, maintenance, drivers checking the gear, make sure it's okay before you come down the range.